Remember when they hated, didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't fall through. Now you hate yourself, you can't look at me, look at me. Yeah. You made me. Yeah.
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Hey, where you going? Alright, so what are we getting into today? Today we're about to be heading out to Santa Rosa. We're about to be going over to our boys over at Hexa Garage, and today we're about to start disassembling this 2JZ. Yep. Today the 2JZ is about to be going apart, and y'all are about to be seeing this thing firsthand as it gets disassembled. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are familiar with the story on this 2J. For the people that aren't familiar with the 2J, quick little backstory on it. I had this dude, Miguel in Texas, build me this motor. Built one motor. First motor lasted about a year. It should have lasted longer, but the issue with it, what ended up happening was we ended up having rod knock, and this definitely could have been avoided. I think if we would have did what I originally planned on this motor, it probably would have been fine. The issue that occurred with the first motor was he put ARP 2000 rod bolts in there when I was like, you know, we should do the 625s. 625s are like 1,000+ horsepower rods, but you know, as an engine builder, quote, as an engine builder, he was like, oh man, I've built plenty 1,000 horsepower motors, yet that we haven't really got to see or anything, but he was saying, oh, I've built plenty of 1,000 horsepower motors, you'll be fine on the 2,000 rod bolts, trust me, I'm your engine builder. We had it at about 925 on keel, but I had the car detuned to about 860, so realistically the SC was about 860 and it died. Whatever, first motor done, bam, send it back, tell him, all right, this time we could go crazier, let's build a stronger motor. So y'all seen that motor, we send the motor back, he builds it, I get the motor back with some new stuff in it, blah, blah, blah. We upgraded the head, all kind of stuff. Get the motor back, probably 15, 20 minutes into a dyno session on break-in, the motor starts knocking. I'm like, how? Like, what's going on here? Pull the motor back out, and before I sent the motor out, I was like, you know what? Let's check these valve covers real quick, because I told him specifically, he wanted to powder coat the valve covers. That way it looked cool and presentable for the internet to kind of showcase his work as being, you know, clean. And then in the text message, I specifically said, if you're going to be powder coating these valve covers, make sure you're pulling the baffles out. If not, I didn't want the valve covers done. I wanted the baffles pulled out. And then he was like, okay, yeah, I got you. No problem, bro, I got you. I'm gonna pull the baffles out. It's done, say less, I got you. Pull the valve covers off. There's sand all in the baffles of the valve cover. We drained the oil, there's sand ran all through there. Basically, all the bead blasting that they did to powder coat them was just stuck in the baffles. So I hit him, I'm like, bruh, I told you specifically, I even warned you about this. If you're gonna powder coat these valve covers, pull the baffles out. I didn't care to have powder coated valve covers. But then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna take care of it, I got you, don't worry. I'm like, all right, you know what, cool, I'll give you another shot, because you know the first motor did decent, so I figured we'd have better luck. Send him the motor back. So I'm asking like, what's going on, where's the motor at? Oh, the block is at the machine shop. Block's getting cleaned, head's getting cleaned. I sent the turbo off. I got brand new cams and all that stuff for the motor. Then the last video you guys seen where I got my motor back, motor was filthy, man. I don't even think I showed y'all the clean test, but I would drop that right here. Where his boy saying, oh, I watched him take this motor to the machine shop, got everything cleaned. Come on, bro. This thing is dirty. Oil galley plugs weren't pulled out. Check this out. Seriously? But this was cleaned, right? Seriously? Definitely it was cleaned. I feel it. I went and ran my finger around the back of it. There's oil everywhere. You could tell the rear main seal wasn't replaced, so it's not a new seal. From that motor having sand ran through it, them not pulling the valley plugs out to thoroughly clean this block, and the block wasn't cleaned at all. You can clearly tell the block didn't go to the machine shop and get hot tagged or anything like that. So if I was to put this motor in as it's sat right now, I can guarantee you this motor wouldn't last a dyno session. There's going to be still excess sand in there from the last motor, and I can't chance it. So that's why I said, you know what, I'm not putting this motor in. You know, I gave him another chance. He told me he did all these things that he obviously didn't do. So today we're about to start disassembling this motor. I know you guys have been anxiously waiting for the 2J. I've been personally waiting for the 2J. I was super hyped about it, and then we get the motor back and it was just like,
fuck you, what is that? Fuck you, what is that, bruh?
let's get up out of here, man. Let's see what this damage is looking like.
That's good.
What's cracking? Oh yeah, here we go. Here, I got Ziploc bags too, so we can throw everything in. He says he took it apart and cleaned it, so we'll see. I'm gonna drop it off at ATP and have them check this thing again for me.
It's missing one.
So that's already the first thing that we noticed was one of the gaskets are missing.
It's like some sticky shit. Feel that?
Oh, it is. It's hella sticky.
I don't know.
You got a light?
It
Feels gooey.
yeah. Not sure what that's.
These valves are hella dirty. Bruh, look at this. I don't know if they can see it. You can see the gooey on there. Remember I told y'all, remember he said this block was cleaned? Mm-hmm. Run your finger on there. Bruh. Hold on. So they don't think let me see. Use this finger so they can't say it was like, oh, that's the same finger that came out the intake. Bruh. Look at that rear main seal.
Is this the same block?
Yeah, remember we marked the block for when I had put that 7 on it? Because here's the 7 on the head. Mm-hmm. Then the 7 on the block is over here somewhere. Right here. 7 on the block.
Yep.
Does that look like it's a new main seal?
No, it's dirty as fuck.
Dude, exactly. There's no way this was hot tank. Like, this is literally the same rear main seal that was on there. Supposedly, he threw the stock valve covers away. I'm like, bruh. So I replaced them with billet. I'm like, dude, these look like crap. Like, these are probably like the cheapest of the billet valve covers you can probably get.
I bet you if you go on eBay right now, you'll find them.
I wasn't gonna time lapse this whole process, but I'm at a point where I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. We're just disassembling this. That way ALC can go back through this thing. Let me see a shot towel. Clean all this assembly lube off.
Looks like these might have not fit.
It grinded them. This part's about to chip off. And he didn't replace the cam. Remember this?
The pitting?
Yep, the pitting's still on there. You can see it right there. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Now
You can clearly see the pitting on here.
now it's coming. It was tied.
I replaced the cams. Cams all brand new. You see, did they send that one too?
No.
Oh, just the other one. See, oh, you can hella see it right here on this one. Pitting. These are the pictures I had sent him after this motor had blew up. Still has the exact same crap on there. So these cams definitely weren't replaced like he quote claimed they were. So timing cover is missing a bolt right here also. This one on the side was on, but the one in the center is missing. I feel like if I don't keep this rolling all the way through, they're gonna be like, oh, they took a bolt off and just accusing them.
Who though? Who's out there defending him right now?
So it also looks like he may have possibly lost some of the hardware and replaced it with this other little cheesy. You can see the OEM bolt, then you can see the one he replaced this with. Replaced that one too. Nothing major, but for sure lost some of the OEM hardware that was in here. See it back there?
1, 2, 6, 4.
I don't know what that is.
Shine a light on it. So there's some shiny stuff.
Oh, you can see this. You can see some sand in there. Hold on.
Oh,
Look at it. Spin it.
big time.
You can see it. You can see it right there too. Yeah, this thing wasn't properly cleaned.
I don't know if these cans are properly tore up either, dude.
Yeah, you can hella see it. Bruh, look at this, Tucker. See if I get this to focus better. Move it.
It's all glittery.
We'll have ALC check it out. Head's going to the menu way. Just want to get as much stuff documented as I can. Bruh, it's hell of it back here.
Are you documenting how some of these bolts are coming loose pretty easily and some of them are taking twice as much strength?
So cams are out.
It's a fat groove.
Can't really feel it. Like with your, try your fingernail.
You can feel it. It's like rough.
It's not. Yeah, it's just not crazy.
We said that sand was gonna get in there and mess up the journals. Bro, you can hella feel this one. Feel this. You can hella feel that one.
Mm-hmm.
This head is fucked. Journals are hella boo. Get all this freaking Pepto-Bismol off. These definitely aren't brand new buckets either. Let's see if the caps are messed up too.
Got sequence on my phone right there.
Yep. Cap has grooves in it also. See it right there. Wipe this one real quick. Send it for me. Clearly see that. So head getting ready to come off. Just undid the head studs. Let's make sure these are still my 625 head studs. Might have replaced them with some junk. See, yep, 625. So I can see it in there. There's no gasket in there either, huh?
There's gasket material. The O-ring's gone.
His exact words was, "It's ready to go. Put oil in it and start it up." See what this thing looking like. Where's the flashlight? Hold on before you put it down. We'll look at the pistons in a second. I want to check these valves and make sure they don't flip it because the buckets might fall.
Right.
All right. So we do have these stainless Super Tech valves in here. So last on the list, we're just gonna pull this pan off. That way we can get a good look in here real quick and see what things are looking like inside of here.
I mean, at least that looks like it's been cleaned.
Yep. Well, this is all new. Put a new strainer and everything in.
Cleaned your pan, for sure.
Cleans the pan, but don't clean the head.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks good. The gasket on here. Yep. Gasket's on there. It's a new pickup. There you go. This upper pan off, and then we can get a better look. Make sure these are still. Make sure they're still my real street mains. Billet mains. ARP 625 rod bolts. So those are still mine. We got the ARPs on the billet main, so those are still the same. At this point, I'm just making sure nothing got switched out.
The lady at the front desk, every day I do it, she's like,
Is that it?
right? She's like, oh, is that?
Oh, damn.
Like, running by.
That one's broke off in there. Damn. It's not even flat. Looks dented.
Yeah.
It flattens up though.
It's hella dented.
Yeah.
Maybe that explains the amount of RTV on it.
And yeah, these are still my real street mains right here. You can see it still says real street. The block is cracked right there.
Hella crack. Whole ass piece missing.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's the.
And then I don't know if that's RTV down there or if that's.
Yeah, see what ALC needs to say about that. Alright, we're putting a VQ in it now.
Absolutely not. Alright, so we're just gonna cover this thing up for now. Hopefully I don't need a whole new motor. But man, things aren't looking promising. Alright, just getting here to ALC machine shop right now. And I'm about to be dropping this head off, letting them look at this thing. Man, might have to buy a whole new motor, man. Things aren't looking good.
Actually, this will be one of the worst. Let's see. It's had some stuff run through it, but it's not terrible.
Well, this one right, I think this one was the
That one had
probably the
a
worst
gouge
one.
in it,
Yeah,
I felt.
this one and this one right here. Underneath it, on the actual journal itself is like, it's pretty nicked up underneath the cam.
We can polish it. It had some debris through. Let's see. How'd the surface? How'd the deck of the block? How'd everything?
Looked fine, the deck. So
It was running around for a while on the dowel pin before it dropped down.
on the block where the oil pan goes, there's a crack on there also. Like a piece of the block actually broke off right next to the main.
That could be. I've seen a few of them because people have hydraulic silicone in a blind hole and blew the side off. I've seen that quite a few times.
This one right
Yeah.
here, cracked right there.
People put too much silicone and it actually hydraulics and blows the side off.
So he told me that these cams are brand new. So this is supposed to be not ran at all yet.
Nah. Looks like they've run.
Yeah, so these are basically the old cams. He said that he replaced them because they, had all the scoring, and then right here.
Well, I'll run them through the tank and then take a close look and be sure. Once I look at the mains, I'll be able to tell. But it looks like it wore the Parkerizing off the cam. Once I get it apart, I'll clean it up. Did you guys check lash before
No.
you pulled it down?
No.
Where's the ARP washers?
Yeah, these are brand new ARP 625 head studs. I checked the head studs when I was there. They said 625s.
See, in the past, they kind of made a mistake. They were a small washer, so you had to use the factory washer because the small washer would dig into the head and screw the head up.
Yeah, these head studs are maybe a year old.
That's not an ARP washer.
It has the ARP stud for sure. I see the 625 on the stud itself, but
Huh.
yeah, maybe he lost the washers.
Maybe, because ARP had to go with a larger washer so it didn't smash the aluminum of the head. Because we've gone to take some of them off, and they wouldn't come off the stud because the small washer smashed the whole head into the stud.
Oh, dang. Are they all stock washers?
Looks like. Alright. Well, when we get it down, we'll see what...
See what's what.
Yeah.
Head has been dropped off the ALC. we're not gonna have a problem with this Jay-Z if it's salvageable after ALC gets a hold of it. I can guarantee that. I'm just going 100% off whatever they recommend, whatever they want to do is the way we're gonna be going about it this time. At some point we will get this situated, but it just sucks, man. So for everybody that was saying, oh, I was just making up stuff, or you know, I was doing it for the attention, everything that I seen, you guys seen it at the exact same time that I seen it. It wasn't no let's try to sabotage this, let's make this look like this. Like, there was no O-ring on the intake manifold, like all kind of stuff, dude. Like, y'all seen it firsthand exactly what was going on. I just need everybody to be aware of who they working with, man. Everybody that be hitting you up like, oh, I want to work with you on this, I can do this, and trying to prove themselves. Like, from now on, bro, I'm not interested in working with nobody that's looking to get their name out there. Like, I'd rather pay 100% full price and, you know, and know that things are good versus trying to help people build their name, and then next thing you know, when things go wrong, all Mike might do is call out people. It's like, nah, you know, it's crazy. That's why people get away with so much stuff, is because people don't speak out or say nothing about it. People just be like, oh, whatever, I'm gonna move on about it. Like, nah, like, if we're all a community, this is one big family. Like, why would you allow your brothers and sisters and them to keep getting screwed over? I don't know, man. I wasn't built that way. I don't operate that way. If I gotta be the one that gets the trial and error and gets the shitty end of the stick, I want other people that know that probably aren't as fortunate as me or don't have as much money as me to know, like, yo, don't do business with this person. Like, this is what's gonna happen.
I've been going too crazy. These niggas too shady. Speed